everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we finished up a couple of things on Windfall Island. The King of Red Lions says, "Let's go. Let's do it." Anyway, yeah, that's what we did in the last episode. In this episode, we're heading out to the Great Sea, to that towering island off in the distance. So let's go! And prepare yourself for awesome music! Probably can't hear it. Oh, now you can. Anyway, I want to talk about the sailing here. Anytime we're going to be sailing, I'm pretty much going to be ranting because there's nothing else to really talk about. The sailing in this game, basically you can tilt left and right to steer, you can press R to jump, you can press A to put away your sail, but that's not really all that important. I don't know, now I want to say something about the sailing, is that I don't know why people complained about the sailing so much, but apparently people really did not like it. Personally, I really like the sailing. I think it's a very nice, calming, scenic thing. And wait a second, what? Oh my god, this is in my game too? Oh wait. Yeah, it is! Hey, what are you guys doing here? Yeah! Mighty fine boat you got there, bub. Why are you wearing a Speedo? You must be searching for treasure on the seafloor too, aren't you? You won't get any from us, bub. Not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders around on a fishless sea? I'll tell you who, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. And maybe some other things that I've never heard of. Uh-huh. Anyway. He gives us a treasure chart just from talking to him. If you talk to him again, he'll basically tell you that Dragonroost Island is in the direction that the wind is blowing. That's where you need to go. As you know, I'll be putting up treasure chart numbers that you get in each episode. So, yeah, bye, whatever. That over there, I think, is Turtle Rock Island? I don't know. I don't have the ability to see what the island names are. Over there's a boat for a guy named T. Actually, let's go over there. We may want to visit him. Come here. This guy is very important. Get out. No, don't go that way. Anyway, the swimming in this game is very weird. Although I don't know what chuggaaconroy's deal was with the swimming because he didn't understand it really. Basically, the swimming meter that you see on the bottom right of the corner of the screen is not your air bubble. It is how high above the water your head is. Once the meter is all the way down, Link's head is completely submerged and you drown. That's pretty much how it works. That is not an air bubble. Anyway. Basically can't swim forever. Oh, a customer! And this guy goes, oh! I like this guy because he's... No, I don't actually like him, but I mean like the sounds that he makes. It's funny. Anyway, he's going to be selling a bait bag, which is we really need. We're going to need it soon after we complete the stuff that we need to do in the next island. Bait bag will carry 8 pouches of bait. It has 8 pouches for bait. He gives us a membership card also. You can save up points and you get free stuff. Next we're going to be wanting to buy a couple of these. These are just all-purpose bait, which is basically you can use to feed animals. There are a couple other uses for this, but it becomes really useful later on. Or actually very shortly. So let's buy a couple of these. 3's probably good. And then we're also going to be getting a Hyoi pair. A Ho pair, as I like to call it. Because it looks like it's going Ho! Anyway, this thing is basically used to attract seagulls, and when you get one, you can control it. That's pretty much all we're going to be buying, though. But yes, Beedle's ship mart cart thing is very useful. So I really recommend buying stuff from him, mostly because you can't find it anywhere else. Anyway, there's the island. Oh, it's a seagull. Oh my god! This up here is Dragonroost Island, as I said earlier. Well, actually, I'll let the King of Red Lions explain why we're going this way. Mostly because the wind is... we can only go this way from the wind. However, it becomes... in shortly, we'll be able to leave the island and do whatever we want. But first off... there, on the horizon! That is our destination, Link. Dragonroost Island. Which has some of the most amazing music in the game. It really does. High atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valoo. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Yes, sir. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music in prayer to the gods. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. Huh? First conduct in 3/4 time. Do not touch the control stick, just try to match the rhythm by tilting the C stick up, down, and left, and right. Basically, he's teaching us how to play the instrument of the game. When you tilt the control stick, you can control what different speeds you're playing at, or rather how many notes you can play at a time. By pressing right, you can play in 6/4 time. By pressing left, you can play in 4/4 time. By not tilting the control stick or tilting up and down, it doesn't really matter. You can play in 3/4 time. Now, you need to play the notes in time with the metronome on the screen. Basically tilting the C stick in the direction. What is the matter, Link? You do not have to time it exactly. Just be sure to hold it. Yeah, that's what he was saying. You don't have to time exactly when you press the C stick. You just need to be sure that you're holding it in the direction that you need to, in the direction that it needs to be going by the time the metronome hits the center. That was actually dun dun dun. That was actually Zelda's lullaby. If you guys couldn't catch that. And this is just all the notes. Oh, there you go. That is basically how to use the Wind Waker. Now, a lot of people don't know that this isn't all, or this isn't pretty it. This isn't it. He doesn't give you the Wind Waker and then send you off on this island to hold with nothing to do. For an hour or two. You can do something, and we're actually going to take care of it right now. By going back here, you're actually supposed to do this after the dungeon, so I guess they did have that in mind, but by going back here, you can come up here and find this sort of tombstone thing. And you'll see that there are directions on it. Well, Wind Waker out. Up, left, right, like Epona's song. Although it doesn't sound like Epona's song, it's kind of like the Song of Time, actually. That one's I don't know, whatever. We basically learn the Wind's Requiem. Now, like I said, because you can learn the Wind's Requiem at any time, you don't have to stay on this island. You can go back to pretty much anywhere you want in the Great Sea. You can go back to Outset now if you wanted to. The only thing, though, is that I don't recommend going back to Outset just yet. I just really think it's a good idea just to get everything done on Dragonroost Island before doing anything. And this guy is the god of the wind or something, and he wants you to go kill his brother. I don't know. His brother Cyclos, basically there are tornadoes out in the ocean, and his brother Cyclos is tormenting people with it, and if you can get a way to hit Cyclos, you can take him out and learn his song. I'll learn the song that Cyclos has, which is very important as well. In fact, it's mandatory to get it. So let's just continue on. Like I said, we're not going to be leaving Dragonroost. We're just getting stuff done. Alright. Hey, got it! I got it, guys! Although I didn't really need to use that. I could have just used this bomb flower. Alright, let's keep going. Now, unfortunately, what's coming up here is that there are plenty of side quests before we do anything major on this island. Which kind of sucks. I know we just did side quests, but we may as well get them done. Better to get them done now than later, guys. Besides, I do want to try and get as much as I possibly can in this game without being too pressured to get 100%. Meaning, I'll probably get all of the treasure charts. I just won't. Whoa! How do I make it sit on the rock like that? Okay. Now, here, just you can pull this out right here, and it'll fall down. So you don't have to go around that whole sidling thing and just wait for the island. I don't know. Whatever. It's a shortcut. And there's the epic postman. Link, is that you? It is! I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say, you've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister, is she? Is that so? Well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I have an idea, Link. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Eri. Eri? I don't know. Someone will post the right pronunciation. Or I'll look it up. It's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Link. I'll be waiting. So, and he flies off for some reason. I have no idea why he needed to fly off, because the entrance is right there. He could have just walked in with us, or ran ahead. He didn't have to fly. Then again, maybe the Rito are incapable of running. Like how a chicken is incapable of flying, but they run. I don't know, maybe they had trade-offs with chickens. They kind of look like they could be descendants of chickens. When in actuality, I know they aren't actually descendants of chickens, they're descendants of another race in Hyrule, but whatever. Well, have you discovered the cause of the Great Valoo's anger? Oh, I guess not. He didn't even answer him. Ah, so you are Link, are you? Quill has told me all about you. Yeah, his name's Quill, and he's a bird. Nintendo? Come on! A troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there's anything we can do to help. We shall do everything in our power to assist you. But don't you have... However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you can see, we of the Rito tribe are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways. Am I doing the same voice for him as I am the King of Red Lions? We do so by the graces of the sky spirit Valoo. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragonroost to receive a scale from the Great Dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Recently, however, the once gentle Valoo has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Valoo on Dragonroost. They will remain wingless, and in time our very way of life will be threatened. So you'll all die. As chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Well, I don't really have a choice. But okay. Chieftain, what do you think of consulting Link with regards to your son, Prince Kamali? As you can see, Link is a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Kamali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. Because you're a terrible father. That may be. Let me be direct. My son Kamali is of the age to earn his wings. Yet, he is weak in some ways. And in light of the current situation, he must give up on ever getting them. He may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? Again, I don't really have a choice. It's kind of mandatory. The game's code will not let me do otherwise. I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give my son. A young girl named Medley is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I am counting on you. Well, that was overly epic and unnecessary. Here, Link, take this with you. Who knows? It might come in handy. And he gives us the epic fanny pack! You got a delivery bag. The delivery bag will hold mail and certain other items. You should find Medley in one of the upper rooms. Leave the Great Valoo to us. In the meantime, do your best to aid Prince Kamali. Goodbye, Quill. I love you. Okay. Well, I think that's enough for this episode because we're coming up on the time... Well, not time limit, but it's been kind of a long episode, and I don't like doing 20-minute episodes every time. We will travel around to find Medley, or do stuff with Medley. I just said that. I really just said that. And Link's not pleased. Anyway, we will go find Medley later, next episode. Such. Bye.
Born upon a wave and wind, boy, your sea will only ebb and flow. Play me a song, tell me a tale, uncover what secrets I hold. Another island we row, boys, seek what terror lurks in stone, to save a girl from a dragon, and aptly reap what you've sown, what we have sown. Speak of he who sets words